Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Craftmas Day 11. In today's video, I'm going to be making faux leather earrings for the very first time, so let's get into the video. I'm going to start by clicking on images. I have a few images bookmarked, so I'm going to click here and then click bookmarked. And then I'm going to bring all four of them to the canvas. As you can see, they are very large, so I'm going to resize them for the moment by dragging over all of them and then just take them down, and then I'll resize them to the appropriate size as I work with them. Okay, so I'm going to start with these earrings here. When I click on them, you can see in the layers panel that this is one layer. I can't ungroup them, but I do want it to be separate. So I am going to click on it and click on contour, and I'm going to hide this one here and resize this to making the height 2 inches. And I also want to duplicate this twice. These two here will just be an extra layer, so I am going to work with this one. I'm going to bring the gift boxes over. If you saw yesterday's video, I made Christmas pajamas to wear on Christmas Day, and I used this particular image on the shirt and on the pajama pants. So I thought it would be fitting to use it for the earrings since I want to wear these on Christmas Day. I'm going to resize it and make the height 1.15 and bring this over. I'm going to change the color to light blue. And for my snowflake, I'm just going to resize this by dragging the sides down. It doesn't have to be any particular size. I just want it to fit nicely onto the earring. And I'm going to duplicate that and just make it a little smaller and bring it here. And then duplicate that one and bring that here. Okay. So that's all I'm going to be adding to this particular earring. I'm going to drag over everything and click group, and then I'm going to click duplicate. So now we have the two earrings, and I'm going to highlight over these and pull them over to the side because I am done with this particular earring. So now I'm going to work with the candy cane earring. I'm going to click on that and change the height to 2 inches. And currently this is a basic cut. If you look over here in operations, it says basic cut. I do want to add an offset to this. So I'm going to click on offset, and I want my offset to be 0.020, and then I'm going to click apply. However, I want this top layer to be a print thin cut. So I'm going to come down here and click flatten. So this portion of the earring will be a print thin cut. I'm going to be using printable heat transfer vinyl. And this portion will be a basic cut because this will be faux leather. So I'm going to highlight over both and then click duplicate, and now I have my set for the earrings. Before I click make, I want to double check that my Maker 3 is selected, which it is because that is the machine I will be using to cut the faux leather. So I'm going to go ahead and click make, and then go ahead and select my mat and click confirm. I have my 2 candy canes here for my print thin cut, and then I have all the other mats here for the other materials that I will be cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Of course, I'm going to be sending my printable vinyl through the printer, And once it has printed, I'm going to go to step 2. For the meantime, I'm just going to click on I've already printed because I want to show you this next step. I'm going to go to browse all materials and then type in faux leather. And then here is my faux leather option. So I'm going to click on that and then click done. And then have my Cricut cut out everything. Once it has done that, I'll see you at my craft desk. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut out to my earrings. I am going to start with these. If I'm being honest with you guys, I do not have high hopes for these snowflakes. I feel like they may not weed well because they are just so small. So we shall see. I'm going to still give it a try. And then if they work out, wonderful. If they don't, it is what it is. There are such tiny pieces here for this gift box. So I am going to focus and put on some music. Okay, so I have everything weeded. My snowflakes actually survived. I think they survived because I used this glitter HTV. So I'm happy to say that I can still use them. All right, the first thing I am going to do is get this stuff ironed on. The reason why I cut 2 of these, because I'm going to glue them together so it will have the faux leather on both sides versus just this, soft material, whatever that is, and the faux leather on that side. So let's bring in my mat. Okay, we have our gift boxes that are going to go right here in the middle. And I have my Easy Press Mini on low. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to just cool it down just a little bit. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay. Good. That transferred wonderfully. All right, let's do some of these stars. It's supposed to be 3 of them on each. So let me just make sure I have the right size. Okay, here is the biggest one of the 3. I'm going to put that one here. And I'm going to use some parchment paper to protect the other vinyl that's on there. Okay. Yes, it's on there. Okay, let me do the other 2. I'm actually going to go ahead and do them at the same time. I should have done all 3 of them, honestly, at the same time. So let's do that and then cover. Yes. Okay. Look at that. It looks good. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one really quickly. Okay, so I have both of them completed, and I'm gonna move this so we can do some gluing. I'm actually gonna use my parchment paper just so I don't get any glue on my mat. Now I have this Fix glue, so it's for fabric, lace, leather, trim, all that good stuff. It has a very strong scent. It is terrible. It is very strong, but I'm gonna quickly get it on here so I can get this glued and close it up. Okay, so both sides are complete. The last thing we have to do is put the hooks in there. They're called flat fish hook ear wire. I got these from Hobby Lobby. Now, when people make jewelry, they have, you know, all these different tools that they can use for the jewelry. And of course, this is my first time even making a pair of earrings. So I don't have all those fancy tools, whatever the tools might be. I don't have them. So I'm going to use these tools here. And hopefully this goes through. Let's see. Yes, it's through. Okay. Now, one thing that I do have are these. So I'm going to go ahead and use these just to squeeze this closed because the fingers are not working. Let's see. Yes, that is so much, oh, perfect. And then I can hook that just like this. Okay, I got them in. They look good. They are definitely festive. Okay, let's go ahead and do these. These will be a little less time consuming because they have, there's less to do. I want to say that there's less to do. So let's see how this goes. Gonna pick this up from here. Wonderful. And you could do this by using actual faux leather for the red and white, but I just wanted to give two different options and see if this works, honestly, because like I said, I've never done this before, so I don't even know how well this is going to work, but we are experimenting. So let's see. I definitely want to line up the hole on the candy cane with the hole on the faux leather. All right, there we go. For this first one, I'm gonna do this one first and cover it with some parchment paper, and I'm not gonna move this only because it doesn't have any adhesive to keep it still, so I don't want to go like this and it starts shifting. Okay, I think it's already on there. Yes. Yes, these are so cute. Okay, let's do the other one. You guys, OMG, my idea worked. I'm very excited about that. Okay, let's get the hooks in them. Put the finishing touches. Okay, so you guys, it worked. It came out really, really good. They're so festive, and it was so simple. If you have printable heat transfer vinyl, you can do this easily. You can get this faux leather from Hobby Lobby. They have it on Amazon, different places where you can get it from. But I love them both. They're different. They're very festive. and they came out great. All right, you guys, I am super excited that my first attempt at faux leather earrings turned out so well. I am excited to wear mine. And if you haven't made earrings yet, give it a try. It is super simple. And if you go in Design Space, there are different options of shapes and all of that. So I hope this video inspired you to try it yourself if you haven't done it already. And of course, before you go, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a future video. Actually, so you don't miss the last video in my 12 days of Craftmas, which is tomorrow. Until then, later CV crew.